we should play more trendy games and games that aren't 10 years old, was something I was told the other day. Because I was showing off some Twitch stats. Because, I mean, I had a good stream like a week or so ago. And I was proud of myself because they were great stats. But, I mean, yeah, you can play trendy games and stuff all day long. But, I don't. I mean, a lot of the new games just suck in my opinion. A lot of it's heartless. AI are just not good anymore. I mean, just look at the current state of Call of Duty. I mean, the only new COD I'll really play is DMZ mode, and even then that's not really the best. But the older games like modern, like the gameplay you see, I mean, those are wonderful. You ain't gotta sit there and worry about people sitting there not camping up, getting the best of you because they bought the best bundle and stuff. And like new games, just they don't have as much soul and heart into it like these old games did. Like, I mean, look at something like Red Dead Redemption, for example. Had a great story, it had great detail, it still stands up to this day, considering it's almost, like 12, 13-year-old game. And it's games like that is why I don't go to a lot of the new ones, because where else you going to find such detail while also keeping a good story and gameplay that'll keep you wanting you to keep playing? Because there's so much to do, there's so much to look at, there's so many little details, there's so much physics and whatnot. I mean, I was in there calling me crazy. He has never played, I'm going to stream it, but I was sitting there telling him about it. I mean, games like the OG Red Dead Redemption, the first one, I mean, that was a game that was made with heart and soul. That was a game that was meant to be played over and over and still find new details. And it's just crazy how gaming has dropped off so terribly compared to now. I mean, compared to back then. Because, I mean, that's the problem with a lot of games nowadays, is compression and graphics. They want to sit there and make it look like most realistic as they can. Sit there and make it so it's as compressed as possible. But, I mean, you can have great graphics and compression all day long, but that, with a lot of the industry now, that's all that is the focus, is graphics. And if all you're focusing on is graphics, then there's going to be no good gameplay. There's not going to be good quality. I mean, just look at the recent flop that is Avowed. I mean, the game doesn't even run at 30 FPS. And then you look at, I don't know, something like, hold on a second. Something like, I don't know, Gears of War 3. You can pop it in your Xbox, play it right away, not have to deal with downloads. Still has great graphics. Still a great game. You can still find people playing. I mean, for a game that come out in 2011, compared to most games now, this is still a great quality game. I mean, it's great story, great gameplay, hours of gameplay, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, it's pretty bad whenever even a game like as goofy looking as The Elder Scrolls Oblivion is way better than a game coming out, most games today. That says something. And that it all boils down to my point of modern gaming is soulless. I mean, It's all about making most modern gaming is about making most money you can while still sitting there driving out as much copies of game you can. There's only one game that's been successful really with that, and that's been Fortnite. But at the same time with Fortnite, they sit there and listen to the community pretty much. They sit there, give out new content constantly, and then you compare that to another game like Black Ops 6, doing the same thing but terribly and miserably, and using AI. And that's another great thing about these old games, is there wasn't no AI slop, there wasn't no microtransactions. The only thing you had was maybe the DLCs and maybe like a $2 skin, Call of Duty for example, a $2 skin for your gun. Okay, I mean, there was nothing really to it. There was no real microtransactions. You actually got quality content. And even if you didn't have that stuff, well, you could still find games easily. You didn't have to worry about being the odd one out. Everybody could play no problem. And this was also back in an era when you could just plug a game in pretty much and just play it instantly. Everything now is just sad because you have to download like everything. You don't even really own the physical game. You just own the data disc. And it shouldn't be like that, man. I mean, anyways, thanks for watching.